Hollywood mourns the loss of Diane Keaton, the beloved Oscar-winning actress known for her timeless charm, wit, and brilliance. Days after her passing at 79, her family reveals the heartbreaking cause of death, pneumonia. In this emotional tribute, CelebSpill looks back on Diane's incredible journey, her sudden decline, and the beautiful words she left us about life, love, and legacy. She was the woman who made us laugh, cry, and believe in love again. From Annie Hall to Something's Gotta Give, Diane Keaton wasn't just an actress, she was an experience. But behind the laughter, behind those iconic turtlenecks and timeless hats, no one expected this. At 79 years old, the world said goodbye to one of Hollywood's most cherished stars. And now, her family is revealing what really happened. This is the heartbreaking story of Diane Keaton's final days, the sudden illness that took her life, and the incredible legacy she leaves behind. Before we begin, make sure you subscribe to CelebSpill for more heartfelt celebrity stories and emotional tributes that honor the stars we'll never forget. Diane Keaton, a name that shines like gold in the history of Hollywood. A performer, a director, a style icon, and above all, a woman who lived life with unapologetic authenticity. When the news broke on October 11th that Diane had passed away, fans around the world were stunned. At 79, she was still active, vibrant, and full of her signature wit. But as her family later shared with People magazine, her passing came after a sudden battle with pneumonia, a condition that developed quickly and quietly away from the public eye. A close source revealed that only Diane's immediate family knew how serious her health had become. They described her decline as sudden, noting that even those who worked closely with her were unaware of how ill she truly was. Diane's family shared a heartfelt statement, saying they were deeply grateful for the outpouring of love and support from fans worldwide. They described her as a woman who lived with passion, humor, and an endless sense of curiosity. And that word, curiosity, perfectly defines Diane Keaton. In one of her final interviews, Diane spoke about the simple joy of seeing, of observing life around her. She said, "I like my curiosity. I like seeing. I think of everything in my life that's had such an effect that is priceless, and it continues to be. Seeing makes life so amazing to me." That was Diane, a woman who found wonder in everything. From the streets of New York City to the quiet corners of her home, she saw beauty where others might not look. Her love of life was contagious. Even in her late 70s, she radiated energy, dancing on social media, laughing at herself, and encouraging others to live boldly without fear. Diane's career began in the 1960s when she appeared on Broadway in the musical Hair, but it was her collaboration with Woody Allen that made her a household name. Her role as Annie Hall, quirky, vulnerable, unforgettable, won her the Academy Award for Best Actress in 1978. That performance wasn't just a movie moment, it was a cultural shift. Diane Keaton became a symbol of individuality. She didn't conform to Hollywood's expectations. She dressed how she wanted, spoke her mind, and brought real, raw emotion to every role. From the Godfather trilogy to Something's Gotta Give and The First Wives Club, she gave us characters that were complex, flawed, and deeply human. In her own words, Diane once said, "The end of your career and the end of your life is when you're dead. There's no end. Life is too exciting, too profound to think that it's over. It's not over until it's over." And now those words carry an almost haunting beauty. According to those close to her, Diane had been under the weather in the days leading up to her passing. She had reportedly been receiving medical care for a respiratory illness which doctors later identified as pneumonia. Her condition worsened suddenly. By the time family members gathered by her side, it was clear that her body was struggling to fight back. Even then, loved ones say she remained calm, gracious, and full of light, the same way she had lived her entire life. She passed peacefully on October 11th, surrounded by those she loved most. Fans from all over the world flooded social media with tributes. Actors, directors, and longtime friends shared heartfelt messages, celebrating her legacy as both an artist and a human being. Meryl Streep wrote, "Diane was fearless. She taught us all that being yourself was the most beautiful role you could ever play." Nancy Meyers, who directed Keaton in Something's Gotta Give, said, "She made aging feel powerful, not frightening. Diane made life look fun, no matter what age you were." Indeed, Diane's magic lay in her honesty. She never pretended to be perfect. She embraced imperfection, and that's what made her so deeply relatable. When asked about her legacy in an interview not long ago, Diane's response was both simple and profound. She said, "I don't think about legacy at all because it's over, done, we did that. Moving on." To her, life wasn't about the monuments you leave behind. It was about the moments you create while you're here. Her legacy wasn't fame, it was freedom. The freedom to be unapologetically yourself. Today, countless young artists, fashion designers, and creators cite Diane as their inspiration. Her fearless approach to life, her humor, and her one-of-a-kind style made her an icon in every sense of the word. She broke stereotypes about aging in Hollywood, proving that talent, grace, and wit only grow stronger with time. Even as she grew older, Diane's joy never dimmed. Whether she was posting dancing videos on Instagram or speaking openly about love, family, and self-acceptance, she reminded us all that growing older is not the end, but an evolution. As her family continues to grieve, they've asked for privacy, but also for fans to honor Diane's memory in the way she would have wanted, by living fully, laughing loudly, and never losing curiosity for the world around you. In her words, life is too profoundly amazing to think that it's over, and perhaps that's the greatest gift Diane Keaton leaves us. A reminder that even when someone we love is gone, their light continues to shine. In their work, their words, and in every person they've touched. Diane Keaton lived a life filled with laughter, curiosity, and love. Though her journey has come to an end, her spirit remains, immortalized in the stories she told and the joy she brought to millions. If Diane's story touched your heart, make sure to subscribe to CelebSpill for more heartfelt tributes to the legends who shaped our world. Rest in peace, Diane Keaton. You'll never be forgotten.